It has been over a decade since Kyoto Animation completely shattered the internet with the god-tier absurdity of Since then, the anime industry has been desperately starving for that exact brand of unhinged, hyped. Well, the wait is officially over. KyoAni has finally reunited with legendary creator Keiichi, and City, the animation, is here to aggressively reclaim the throne of slapstick comedy.
Feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win at life. I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean and I bring it to the mad light. Ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short.
Welcome to a town where absolutely nothing makes sense, yet everyone treats the chaos as perfectly normal. City follows Nagumo, a perpetually broke college student who is constantly on the run from her eccentric landlady. But Nagumo is just a small piece of a massive puzzle. Unlike traditional slice-of-life anime that focus on a tight-knit high school club or a single family, this series zooms out to explore an entire town filled with bizarre, interconnected residents, from heavily armed grannies to hyper-fixated local restaurant owners. Every single person in this city is a walking punchline waiting to collide.
I don't feel no shame, it's a mood you lack, I go crazy. Nah, bitch, I ain't lazy. Track after track, I work on the shit daily.
The reunion between Kyoto Animation and Keiichi Arawi is a match made in heaven. KyoAni possesses a masterful understanding of Arawi's comedic talent. They know exactly when to let a joke breathe with awkward silence and when to explode into pure, screaming chaos. The fast-paced slapstick humor is relentless, bombarding the viewer with rapid-fire visual gags and absurd everyday situations that spiral out of control instantly. What truly elevates City is the insane level of fluid animation poured into the most mundane actions. KyoAni utilizes dynamic, warped camera angles and incredibly exaggerated smears to make a simple act like running from debt feel like a high-stakes action thriller. The studio's absolute refusal to cut corners on simple comedy routines transforms basic slapstick into a mesmerizing, sakuga-filled visual spectacle. Furthermore, the show revolutionizes the slice-of-life format by completely abandoning the standard cute girls doing cute things trope. Instead, it weaves a massive web of eccentric city residents. The brilliant narrative structure ensures that a background character from episode 1 suddenly becomes the central focus of a hilarious, high-stakes misunderstanding in episode 4. The city itself feels incredibly alive and unhinged. So, what is the verdict from the hardcore anime community? If you scroll through Reddit or anime or check Twitter, the nostalgia is hitting fans like a freight train. The community is universally hyping it up as the glorious second coming of Nichijou. On my anime list, it is already dominating the comedy charts, with fans praising KyoAni for returning to their wildly surreal roots after years of heavier dramatic adaptations. Of course, a few critics argue that the erratic, non-stop pacing can be a little exhausting to binge in one sitting. But the overwhelming consensus is that City is a comedic masterpiece that perfectly captures the lightning-in-a-bottle energy of 2010 anime while pushing modern animation boundaries. City, the animation, is a chaotic, beautifully animated triumph that proves Kyoto Animation remains the undisputed king of the slice-of-life comedy genre. It takes the mundane struggles of a broke college student and elevates them into a surrealist fever dream. If you have been desperately missing the absurd, laugh-out-loud energy of classic slapstick anime, this is an absolute must. I am giving City the animation a very strong 9 out of 10. But I will leave you with this final, mind-bending thought. If every single person in a town is completely insane, Does that actually make them the normal ones? Thanks for watching, and see you in the next review.
You can forget, I'm living up every breath. I'd rather lead than be led. I'll fill the seats as I spread with every word that I've said.